welcome to Menopause Strong. This is our 31-day journey to build strength, boost energy, and improve muscle tone. We're also building bone density and improving joint health in these sessions today, as well as helping you empower your mind as we go through our sessions. So today we're day number 10, and we're working on the core. So we're working on core power and posture, that's the title of the session, and we're really looking at building strength from within. This is a body weight workout today, and the first half of the session is going to be down onto the mat. We're going to do the warm up on our feet, but the main session is going to be down onto the mat, and then we're going to just generally rise back up again as we go along. The only thing you need is your mat or soft surface, and if you have access to a wall at the end of the session, then that's going to help as well. If you don't worry, I can show you an adaptation. So let's get started with the warm up. We're going to start with just a simple march, but I want you to really slow it down and make it almost robotic in its movements. So you're just stopping, stopping, stopping. And as you do, as you bring that knee up, you're engaging those tummy muscles. Do you remember this from right at the beginning of the plan? Hopefully you do, where we're just really working on engaging those muscles so the brain knows by now that when we're really thinking about engaging the muscles, we're exhaling, then it knows what to do. All those neuromuscular connections have been strengthened through our time together, and your body kind of has the hang of what we're doing together. Well done. Good. So nice robotic movements here. It's the best way I can describe it. You know what I mean, don't you? Good. And take a rest. Okay, bring the feet fairly wide, around about shoulder width wide, and you're just going to sweep the arms all the way up, brushing the walls and the ceiling as you go, coming back down, and again up. At the top here, really reach out and engage those muscles. Good. Not just the ones in the front, you're engaging your back muscles as well, all of those deep muscles from within. Really feeling that core switching on. You've got the breath. Good. Lovely work. Great. Keep it going. Up and around. Well done. One more. Good. Remember, exhale and engage. Take a rest. Wonderful. Next thing we're going to do is just going to add a bit of dynamic movement in. We're going to bring the foot back, bring the arms up. Remember this standing ab exercise from before. So now we're on day 10. We're a third of the way through. You're going to start to recognize some of these exercises. And I'll put them in at different points, so they're not always going to have the same place in a workout. Okay, because they might be used for something different. But you're going to start to know these movements, and you'll see the way that we just change the movements just to activate different muscles and have a different purpose in the workout. Good. And take a rest. Final little warm-up exercise here, and you're going to bring the hands up overhead, nice and tall through the body, lengthening the spine, and over to the sides, breathing out here, up, inhale and exhale. Good. Make sure you're not holding that breath. So important in this overhead pendulum exercise not to hold the breath. Okay. It's really easy to, because you can feel those lungs getting squeezed. So you can decrease your range of movement if you're finding that hard to be able to breathe and to hold position. Good. And take a rest. Excellent. We're going to start the session down onto the mat, lying onto your back. I'm going to get ready now. You get yourself down there, and I'll meet you right back here in just a second. Okay, so we're going to start with our dead bug. So all the way back onto your back, really pushing your spine into the floor. Feet come off, knees are bent, fingertips are up to the ceiling. And we're going to draw out the opposite arm and leg, coming back to center and draw out the opposite arm and leg again. So start when you're ready, and if you need to tap the foot down or just tap the heel and keep the leg bent, then you absolutely can do that. So here's your variation. But if you can stretch out, then that's also brilliant. It's the coordination here as well, which is the extra factor. Good. We're going to stay here for 2 of these. Well done. 3, 2, 1. Take a little rest. We're going to do that again. Now, in this exercise, what you might be finding is it's really difficult to keep one hand up as you're dragging the other arm back. And what wants to happen is that hand wants to come down. So just really be aware of it and just try and keep the fingertips up. And that's going to help you out with this exercise. Let's go again. You do have to train it. So I remember when I first doing this exercise, that happened to me. It was hard. I really had to focus on keeping those fingertips facing the ceiling. But now it's second nature. So it's just about training. It's the same as learning to walk or learning to talk, just about training. Just get that brain focused and you can do it. Well done. 10 seconds left here. And then we're going to go into an all-fours position. Good. Take a rest. Well done. So coming up, take your time. Coming into an all-fours position here. You're going to get your elbow stacked underneath the shoulder and the knee underneath the hip. And if you need to do this from a raised surface, there is a variation for you. We're going to draw out the opposite arm and leg. Come back in, switch sides. So really similar to that dead bug here. But the difference here is you're supporting your body weight a little more. So that dead bug is really great to just engage the core, just to elongate that warm up a bit more as well. And just get the coordination. Just get that ticked in as well. Because sometimes brain just needs a little bit more time to get going. Well done. 2, 1, take a rest. We're going to do that one more time. If you find that these coordination exercises are really, really tricky, then please don't worry, you're not alone. Coordination is really tricky. Some people are better at coordination than others. It's just one of those things, but you can train it. Let's go. So just do the best you can. Okay. And just think about each and every movement. Where are you placing your hand down each time? Before you get there, you're thinking about placing that hand, being really mindful, staying in the moment, and that's really going to help activating the muscles, deliberate, controlled movements. Good. Good, 10 seconds to go. So not rushing through this one. Breathing through. 2, 1, take a rest. Brilliant work. Back onto your back again, and we're going to do a shoulder bridge or a glute bridge, and we're going to add some arm floats into it. So we're going to really work here on keeping the back and the neck and the shoulders pushed into the floor. So lying in your crook position with your feet flat onto the floor, palms are facing down. I'm going to roll the pelvis back up towards my face. I'm going to bring the hips up, and then I'm going to float the arms overhead. Bring the arms back down, and hips come down. So up, squeeze and hold, arms come up, arms come down, and bottom comes back down again. So when you're doing this exercise, again, it's about control and precision. It's not about speed and how many you can do, okay? That's more reserved for our whole big body cardio moves than it is for these glute bridges with the arm floats. Okay, the core work needs more deliberate, slower movements. One more. Good. And take a rest when you're ready. Well done. Only a few seconds rest here and we're gonna go again. Let's go. So up and squeeze. If you need to take more rest, then please do. Down, up, squeeze and hold. Nice. Push over with the arms, pushing the shoulders into the mat. Squeeze and hold. Up and over. Well done. Good. So when we're talking about posture, I think a lot of people just think about the shoulder position, but we've got to think about back position as well. 3, 2, 1, and take a rest. Excellent. Okay, coming round onto your side now. So bottom leg is bent with my foot is flat facing that back wall there. Top leg is straight on the top and I've got myself into a plank arm here. We're going to push up and you're going to have your hand down in front and you're just going to bring your arm up and back down again. So think about drawing a circle with the arm and you're just holding that position. So the core work here is really focused in on through the side and the arm is opening and closing in through the chest. If you feel that you can start to bring the head around, but really slowly. Okay, don't want you to get dizzy. If you need to drop the hips at any time, then you can. And then just pick them back up again. Take a rest. Well done. We're going to do one more on this side, then we're going to do 2 on the other side as well. So with this one, if you need to come up, do your sweep, come down, take a second, reset, then please feel free to do that, okay? I'd rather have the quality of movement than loads and loads of kind of messy reps, okay? Are you ready? Let's go. So up, control, up, down, up, down. And so you're aiming to keep those hips up when you're working here. If you're deliberately putting them down, then that's a decision made by you. That is good, that's empowering, okay? But when you're holding them up, you're keeping them strong and steady. Good. Down. 3, 2, 1. Take a rest. Well done. Good. We're going to switch sides. So again, that bottom leg, bent, foot flat against the back wall. Going to get ourselves ready into position. Make sure you're feeling it. Inhale, exhale yourself up, hold, and when you're ready, with the arm up and down. Up, down. Well done. Good. So when we're working, building strength, especially through the core, we're working on some unstable surfaces, which is what this is. So you're not firmly planted into the ground. It makes your core work harder, challenges it more, and you're going to get better results that way, but it's not easy. Okay, it's not easy to do. So if you're finding it tricky, take a rest. Then that's okay. Just be assured that it's because it's not easy. Okay, you're not doing anything wrong. It's a tricky thing. Okay, we're going to get going again. 10 seconds you've got. Good. Lovely work. Doing really, really well so far. Day number 10. Amazing. Let's go. Up, round, back down. Good. So this exercise is all about control, slow. Our next exercise, again, it's about control, but we'll just add a bit more dynamic movement into it just to change the pace of the session a little bit. I don't want you to get too comfortable. I want to challenge you in loads of different ways, but it's a really safe space to be challenged. 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a rest. Well done. We're going to go into some cross-body mountain climbers next, which is tough. I'm not going to lie, it's tough. I'm going to show you all the variations for this one. I'm going to do mine down onto the mat. So you're going to come up into your high plank or bridge position here, and we're going to try and get the opposite elbow to opposite knee. So the knee comes into the elbow, knee comes into the elbow. So working across body, as fast or as slow as you want to here. Good, so you've got your other options if you need them, if that's the level where you are. Embrace that level, work hard in that level. Well done. These next two exercises, this one and the next one, they are beasts, they're tricky. 4, 3, 2, 1. But you have now earned the right to do tricky exercises. Okay, so please don't panic if these feel hard. These are hard, but you've earned the right to do them. Coming into an all-fours position, again, there's a variation for this one. Come up onto your toes, so you've just got a little fist's depth just underneath the knee, and you're gonna step out into your bridge, come back into your raised box, out, in, out, in, out, in. Good. So here, engaging the core, keeping the bottom and the pelvis neutral. So I'm not coming up here, I'm working up here now. So I'm trying to keep in that raised box position. This one's really tough. You can do it though. You got it. 3, 2, 1. Take a rest. Well done. Cross-body mountain climbers are coming up. You need to come off your wrists. A little bit of reverse prayer, a little bit of finger stretching. Then you can. Okay. Cross-body mountain climber. Coming up. Only doing one more of these. So you can do this. You can do it. Let's go. Cross, 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 cross. So try and keep that back nice and flat. So you're not rounding through the back here. Okay, so you don't want to have the fingertips way forwards. Good, and if you need to just drop the knees for a second, take a second and then go again, then you can. It's all about working to your level, feeling empowered to be able to take a break when you need to take a break. You are not at your final destination yet. Keep going. 3, 2, 1. Oh, I feel that burn with you. We're gonna go into that box bridge to full bridge next. And this is really tough again because we're working in that unstable surface. If you need to drop the knees at any point, please do. Okay, get yourself ready. 3, 2, 1. Raised box, out and in. And if you can manage it, then you're gonna step out with the other leg each time. So I'm stepping out with my right, then left, then right. Keeping nice and straight. Keep those knees nice and low. You're well over halfway on this. Good. Tummy muscles are loving you right now, aren't they? Loving me even more, I'm sure. 2, 1, take a rest. Really great work. That was really, really hard. You did really, really well to be able to manage to do that. Coming up to your feet now. Last 2 exercises coming up. Just make yourself up. Make yourself up. Get yourself up. Take a little time. If you need to pause, just pause. Just collect yourself. Don't get dizzy. Fingertips come onto temples. I'm just going to slide down the side of my leg here and then come back up. Slide down the side and come up. Now, the secret to this exercise is let yourself lengthen down and then contract up through the side. So I'm not picking myself up with my shoulders. I'm not picking myself up with my arm on the other side. I'm merely just doing that just with my tummy muscles. Lengthening here and then shortening. Okay, fingertips onto temples, keeps the chest open. It helps us to continue to work to posture, which is one of our goals for the session today. And take a rest. Well done. We're going to go to the other side. So just making sure you're not tipping forwards or back as you're just sliding down that leg. And we're not pushing either. We're not putting loads of pressure into that leg as we're sliding down. Fingertips up, ready? Let's go. Down and up. Good. Down, up. Again, elongating, lengthening, shortening, contracting. Well done. Good. Breathing all the time. Really working through. Good. 10 seconds here. We're going to do one more on each side. 3, 2, 1. Take a rest. Okay. You're nearly at the end of the session. You've done some really, really great work today. So I really hope you're giving yourself the pat on the back that you deserve. Even if you didn't want to turn up today and you're here and you're still here now, that's a massive win. So really well done. Are you ready? Let's go. Down, up, down and up. And we do this exercise with weights in this journey as well. It's such a great exercise, but for the purposes of today, it's just really great to be able to isolate through the muscles, focus on what we're trying to do here without the added complication of having those weights as well. I can feel all of the muscle fibers working without a single weight here. So my midsection is pulling my upper body back up, and it's the same with you. Take a rest. Good. Body weight exercises are really important as well, by the way. If you can hold your own body weight, lift your own body weight, or even partially body weight bear, that's great news for you because, let's switch sides, if you ever get into a situation where you need to pull yourself out of somewhere or push yourself up from somewhere, let's say you've fallen over or you've tripped or you've got yourself stuck somewhere, if you can pull yourself up, push yourself up, then it's going to be really, really beneficial. Okay, I've seen young people that are unable to do that, and you know, we are heading to the second half of our fabulous lives here, and to be able to do that at this stage is going to be so useful, promise you, and empowering. Let's not forget that. 2, 1, take a rest. Well done. This is our last exercise coming up, the one that I said you're going to need the wall for. If you don't have a wall, you can do it without a wall. But if you do have a wall, what you're going to do is you're going to start with your arms in a right angle position. You're going to have your head and your shoulders pushed back against the wall, and you're going to maintain that as you reach up overhead and come back down. So slide the arms up and slide them back down. Slide up and back down, trying to keep those shoulders maintaining position. Now, if you don't have a wall, it's a little bit harder to know that you are right against that sort of virtual wall, but you're just keeping those shoulder blades pinned back, making sure your neck doesn't come forwards. Okay, so the wall is a really helpful reference point for this because you can really keep your head pushed back against the wall. Good. One more. And take a rest. Well done. Just really mindful that my watch is just scraping up against that wall. It's not going to be nice for you to hear that. Okay, we're almost ready. 5 seconds and we're going to do one more of those. Ready? Let's go. So get those elbows bent 90 degrees. Let's go. Up, back down. Up, back down. Good. Push up, pushing back down. And again, not to be rushed. So again, just from the side. So if you don't have a wall, it's fine. So after yesterday's arms and shoulders exercises, you might be feeling a little bit tired in the upper body, especially on this last exercise here, but you can take a rest. Really, really well done. We are going to do a quick forwards fold. So bring your feet round about shoulder width apart. We're not starting with feet together here. Bring the chin down and just fold forwards. Let yourself hang down. Just let all of that energy just dissipate. Well done. Seeping back into your muscles, rising up, clicking every vertebrae through as you come up. Shoulder roll at the top. Oh, that feels nice. And from here, we're just going to reach all the way up to the ceiling. And then just let your arms hang down. Draw a nice big semicircle, reach up. Sweeping down. All the way back up again. One more. And take a rest. Thank you so much for joining me for this core session today. I really hope you enjoyed it. Please leave me a comment. Let me know how you got on. Let me know you're still here at day number 10. And I'm going to be here again tomorrow for day number 11. We're working on some mobility moves for tomorrow's session. So I really hope you can join me for that one. Don't forget, subscribe, like, leave a comment. And if you want to become a member for more exclusive perks, then you can do that. The information is all in the session description. So I hope to see you very soon. Tomorrow, mobility. See you then. Take care. Bye.